Hey YouTube, it's Cherise here, and as you can see, I already have my foundation done, and this is like my ultra glam foundation routine with contouring, baking, highlighting, the whole 9 yards. And I just shot a video on how I get this look and achieve this super flawless base that I normally don't do. And this is like special occasion base. Like, I really went in and did the most with this, which doesn't very look too different from what I normally do on a daily basis. So is it really necessary? No, but I felt like going all out today. So let's continue on. I'm going to show you my brows, my eyes, and my lips in this video. So let's go ahead and do the brows. I like to do my brows after I already have my foundation on, but that's just me. And the first thing I do normally is I take my powder brush and I just brush my brows into place, like brush all the hairs the same direction, like so. And then I usually start with my black eyeliner pencil. This one's from Wet n Wild. It's one of their color icon pencils. Y'all have seen me do my brows so many times, and I literally just follow what's already there. Yeah, I'm literally just following what's already there naturally. So that's what we have so far. Now I'm going to go in with my brown color icon eyeliner pencil from Wet n Wild. And I'm going to start to fill that in. I kind of just did an outline, but my brows are very thin, so it looks like I filled them in with black, but that was me outlining the shape. And now I'm going to work on the beginning part. The front end, making it very rectangular. That's the shape that I like for my brows. I like it to be rectangular at the beginning. And like I said, filling in the actual center part. And now I'm looking to see if they come into the same place. I'm correcting that. And once I have that to the place I want it to be, looking how I want it to look, after that I go back to the black pencil and make sure that they're both equally dark. Like, not one isn't darker than the other. This one tends to be darker than this one because there's more hair on this one than this eyebrow. So I'm making sure they're equally dark, and then I go in and I do the tail. So I'm going to take a spoolie and just brush down the tail hairs so that my tails kind of match. And I literally just follow the hairs that are there. Like so. And I go in and make it more precise. But I'm following the shape of my natural eyebrow hair, so that's what makes my brows look so easy and effortless. And of course, I do not conceal them or anything like that because there's no need to. I do have a few extra hairs. Like if you get really close, you can see there's some extra hairs that are outside of the line, but I think that gives it more of a natural look, and they don't look as fake because they're not like extra perfect. Because they're not cleaned up with concealer. So there's still a few hairs hanging out, but they don't look messy or sloppy either. They still look very clean, but not absolutely perfect. And then last but not least, I like to blend out the fronts using the spoolie. So it's not as harsh. Still maintaining that rectangular shape. And then I usually go in with a powder brush and like just wipe in between them and right above them. And I'll use my finger to like make sure that they look even. Which, as you can see, this one is a little bit more defined than this one, which is normal because I don't have much hair at the beginning of this one. So we have to kind of fake it till we make it. So I'm going back in with the brown to kind of even it out a little bit. And then back with the spoolie. Back with the powder brush. I'm kind of picky about my brows because the process I use isn't, I don't know, like I like them to look a certain way, basically. Alright, so now they look somewhat more similar-ish. I'm going to blend this one out a little bit more so it fades some more. There we go. So now they look again, brush in between them. So now they're looking pretty good. I'm satisfied with the way they look. So now it is time to go on to the eyes. So that's the brows. And like I said, I just use a black and brown eyeliner pencil and keep working it till I get them to look how I want them to look. And I'm very pleased with them now. Sometimes it takes longer or shorter. That took a long time. I don't know. I'm just kind of being a perfectionist today. So now on to the eyes. And this is basically a drugstore makeup tutorial. I think the only high-end product I have used in this whole video, including the face, is just my Cover FX anti-acne mattifying primer. Everything else has been from the drugstore. So, what we're going to start with is, I'm thinking, I don't know about the lips. Okay, I know what I want in the crease. So we're going to start with this red color right here in the crease. I'm going to use a fluffy brush to apply it in the crease. I need to wipe off the whatever color this is on here, pink or purple, that's on it. And I have like all these little tissues hanging around so I can wipe my brushes off. Alright, so we're going to use this fluffy brush to take that red color. There's a little bit of shimmer in it, but it's not super shimmery. We're going to apply this in the crease. I hope it just doesn't look orange because I'm not really going for orange. So I bet today's gonna be full blown out Christmas music in Sephora. So we're applying this red color into the crease and onto the lid a little bit, but focusing mostly in the crease from inner to outer corner. And it does have a slight shimmer to it. And oh, this is my palette that I got from my local hair store in Sumter. It's the Perfect 22 Colors eyeshadow palette in the Gypsy coloration or Gypsy version. There's multiple versions. Alright, so we want to build up that red in the crease like so. I should have had one eye already done. It's okay. I've spent way too long on my makeup today, but I have nothing else to do besides go to work. Well, I do have other things to do. I could be doing homework, but you know I'm kind of procrastinating on that. But I said tonight I'm going to do my dance appreciation stuff for my presentation. Even though I'm getting home kind of late, I need to at least do that and email it to my group members, and then we need to delegate who's doing what because we present on Monday. So now we're doing the same thing to the other side. As you can see, it's blending this, and I'm making sure to blend out the edges. Like so. Next, we're going to use the shade right next to that in the same brush that I have in my hand. Ooh, more water's falling out of my hair. And this is a beautiful like burgundy shade. We're going to use that to deepen up the crease and like the outer corner. I think these two layered together is going to make a very nice shade. And this one has way more shimmer. It's kind of metallic. And this look is kind of inspired by Nicole Guerrero and her Thanksgiving makeup tutorial, but she used Kat Von D shadows and I'm using beauty store / drugstore shadows. And I'm applying this in crease, stopping like halfway. It looks really pretty in person, this color. It's like a burgundy kind of garnet shade. I always use it when I do my homecoming makeup tutorials because it's super pretty. Very fall and Thanksgiving appropriate. Alright, so once you've got that on there, that's how it looks. We're going to take that same color and apply that to the bottom lash line. I'm using this brush from Coastal Scents. And my forehead isn't creasing today. Yes! It didn't crease yesterday either, which I was very pleased with, as it normally does. And this burgundy shade is so pretty. And I'm applying it to the lash line and like in my waterline as well. From inner to outer corner. It looks quite metallic because the moisture from my eye, of course, got to it and made it look kind of more metallic, which is okay. Because what we're going to put on the lid will balance everything out. Oh my gosh, it's 150. I wanted to leave by 2:05 so I could stop by McDonald's and get some chicken nuggets with honey mustard. I haven't eaten that in a long time and I'm kind of craving it. And I think McDonald's might be like the only restaurant open. So I was like, I'm gonna try there. I think it's open. I don't know. I'm about to find out. If not, then I'll just have to figure out what I'm gonna eat and might have to eat at the mall, which I'm not opposed to. Alright, so that's what our eyes are looking like right now. Very red burgundy. So now it's time for the lid. And what I want to use on the lid is from the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. If I can open it. I haven't used this palette in a while. And the color I'm going to use on my lid is this crease color right here, which is like a bronzy brown color. It's coming off. There we go. Back here you can see the true color. Bronzy brown, this one right here. I'm going to apply that to my lid using what am I going to use? An e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. I need to wash my brushes. I haven't washed them in a little while. Just wiping off the shadow that's already on here. And you can kind of see what the eyes look like so far. Using this e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush to apply that Wet n Wild color, which is right here, to the lid. It's on the left hand side and it's called the crease shade, but I'm using it for the lid because it's a nice like bronzy brown color, and I'm applying that all over the first half of my lid, the inner portion of my lid. I'm pressing it and sweeping it too, in short little sweeps. But that's how that should look. And with this look, I'm not going to do any, I don't think I'm going to do any eyeliner because I want the focus to be kind of on the shadows. Time for the other side, of course. Other eye. Christmas is gone. Or is it Christmas is Love? I have the musical that my kindergartners at my internship are doing for Christmas, for their Christmas program. I have the song stuck in my head. It's really, really cute. But I have the song stuck in my head. Alright, so that's how that should be looking. Just a nice brown shade on the lid. This is very like fall, Thanksgiving, kind of Christmassy with the red. Just gonna add a little bit more to this lid. Like so. Now we're gonna go back in with that matte red shadow from the Perfect 22 Gypsy palette. And I'm going to use that to kind of blend out the edges a little bit more. Using that same brush that has the other burgundy color on it. I'm just kind of using this to blend out the edges. I kind of need to wipe off the burgundy first, but that's okay. And I'm winging it out just a little bit. Y'all know how I do. So that's what the eyes look like. Last but not least, we need to highlight the inner corner, and I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Brow Bone color from that same side as what we used on the lid to highlight my inner corner. And I'm going to use that same brush that I used to apply the sparkly garnet burgundy color to the bottom lash line to do my inner tear duct. With this brow bone shade. And it just helps to kind of brighten up the eyes, like so. Brighten up the inner tear duct. And last but not least, I'm going to go in to my Anastasia Beverly Hills MIZZOU palette and take the color Caramel and blend that into the crease because I feel like the burgundy is going up just a little bit too high. And what brush do I want to use for that? I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics 120 brush. It's kind of a flat top brush, like a mini foundation brush. And I'm going to take the color Caramel, which is a light caramel brown color. And I'm going to use that to kind of tone down a little bit of this burgundy to the best of my ability. Just so it's not as in your face. I like it, but I kind of want to tone down the edges. As you can see, it's helping to lighten it up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I want it to be more intense on the outer portion than on the inner portion. I'm literally just packing this caramel on top and blending it. Oh, you can't see. I'm just going to help soften up the color. A little bit. Like so. So there you see it's not as high up now. It's a little bit more blended. So I love the way the eyes came out. All right. Excuse my nose. Excuse me. All right, so last but not least for the eyes, I'm not going to do a wing liner, so literally all I have to do is apply lots and lots of mascara, which I'm not going to do on camera. I'm going to go straight into the lips because I think I'm going to do a brown lip with this look. I think a brown lip would complement it very well, and it keeps the focus on the eyes, but also makes the lips somewhat interesting. So yeah, I'm not going to add any wing liner. I'm just going to do lots of mascara, and I'm going to use my CoverGirl, the Superstars mascara. Y'all already know this is my favorite drugstore mascara. I love the eyes. I just think they're so pretty and happy. So, to lips. I have my basket of lip items. And we're going to need Christmas is Law. I'm going to be using a combination of this NYC New York Color lipstick in Plum Rum, and I'll be using these NYX lip pencils in Brown and Espresso. So I'm going to start with Espresso. Yeah, and it's already sharpened. I'm going to use this to outline the lips. And as you can see, it's a very dark brown. And the only thing on my lips right now is Vaseline that has been soaked into your lips, so they're kind of dry. And go ahead and fill them in. Using this color. This is Espresso. Oh my gosh, my nose is running. With my foundation though, yes. Looks good. It's not getting oily either. And my computer's gonna die soon, so I'm perfect. It's perfect timing that I'm at the end. I'm also using this to outline and fill in the lips. Alright, so that's what the lips are looking like so far. Now I'm going to go in with the color Brown and fill in some more. And this is a lighter brown. And I'm literally just going over what I already did. And this is just helping to intensify what I've already done and just kind of make sure that my lips are actually brown. So that's what they're looking like so far. I'm going back in with Espresso and defining the shape just a little bit more. Now I'm going to go in with the Plum Rum lipstick. I'm going to use a very light amount. Again, this is from New York Colors. It was like $1. I'm going to find just enough to add a light layer of color and some moisture to my lips because they are so dry. And that concludes the tutorial for this kind of dark makeup for Thanksgiving. I just really wanted garnet eyes and like a brown lip. So this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It is 2:03, so it's time for me to get dressed, head to McDonald's, and go to work. I hope you guys are having a very wonderful Thanksgiving or whatever day it is when you watch this video. And I hope you enjoyed this look. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, YouTube.